Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on last year's national champion, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Finnegan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Dukes offense will get the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The give from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a third and long. He wants to change this route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He might want another play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Wisconsin's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One final play before the end of the quarter. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Proctor. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with his back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Dukes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. That touchdown puts him up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the returner goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect the... They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Under fire. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dukes will call on their punt team. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Got it behind the line. It's Riggs. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They'll open this third quarter with a run.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? I've got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and then come away with the safety.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After missing that 53-yard field goal attempt, pretty good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 36. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Flowers. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. There he goes. Touchdown, Dukes. And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. I mean, it makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you. Only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Back to pass on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Defense in press coverage. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fired. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up.
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 113 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. one more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back. Wants to go up top on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of... cover for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They'll send the back in motion. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Badgers will punt this one away.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Unloads to the right. He's got him wide open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late. Up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, set.
The give to the tailback. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here.